Welcome to AI Champions. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me virtually from Miami, Florida is Diana with Snowball Growth. Diana, how are you?
Hi, Chris. How are you? Thanks for the invite.
It's wonderful. Thank you for taking the time on AI Champions to come talk about Snowball Growth and how you're using AI. So tell us about Snowball Growth. What is the company and what do you do?
Sure. Snowball Growth is a company that is focused on marketing and digital marketing. And right now, we support business owners, especially in the Miami and Florida area, to grow with AI and marketing ideas.
Wow. So marketing is gigantic. Everybody needs it, right? I mean, if you got a business, you got to market, right? Or you're not going to, in my opinion, make money. So how has AI changed the face of marketing since you've been in this space?
Well, AI is transforming everything, not only marketing, as you know, and especially we use AI for growing businesses. So start growing pipelines, develop content creation, listening needs, etc. So basically, it's a core for the day-to-day right now for a marketing person.
Yeah.
And for leaders, very important also to create this, to improve strategic thinking, conceptualize your new products, content creation again. So it's great for leaders to teach other leaders how to use AI to maintain in the business.
So I appreciate that. Yeah. So let's talk about that. It's funny. I did a long version podcast with Kavita Gassan's book, A Business Case for AI. And she talks about that where leader engagement and education is not necessarily the first step, but it's closer to the first step than the last step, because leaders will say, hey, I think I need AI, but they may not know what they need and give very broad guidance, and they're spending a lot of money on something that is not what they intended to be in the long run. So how do you guys educate and inform leaders as you look at AI opportunities in this space?
Yes, Chris, we start with a smooth conversation to know a little bit about the knowledge, the key goals with the AI, what are the expectations with starting work in AI in the company. Even if it's a small business or large company, there is a lot of traction now, especially I have found in large corporations. They doesn't know how to use AI, especially with regulations and ethics. Yeah. So the bias about AI is going to remove you from your work, but actually is different. AI can enhance your work and your everyday, your productivity, your efficiency. So starting with the basics, identify the gaps, and then start with a program or framework to teach the business owners or the people on how to use AI.
That's excellent. And with Snowball Growth, I know you're in the marketing space, but is there any specific business segment that you're working with? Does it matter? Are you agnostic to what companies you work with, or do you specialize in certain industries like healthcare, financial, technical, you name it?
Yes, we specialize in technology and software as a services, but we have clients from different industries. Healthcare is very important right now, as you know. Small businesses, they have great opportunity to use tools that never before a small company used, right? So small businesses, startups, and tech in general.
Yeah, it's interesting. So with like Snowball Growth, how many employees do you have at this time?
We have 5 employees, and we collaborate with partners. So depend of the case, if a business owner requires support in finance, for example, or is just starting the business, we connect with the specialist, the accountant, or the specialist in the area, and they provide consulting services in addition to AI marketing, something that a startup especially needs to know about how to handle finances or how to grow your business. So it's more like an entire processes, and we build on that. based on the customer needs.
Yeah, I had a conversation with a couple of mid-sized companies, so I would say 500, 800 head count, and like I told them, which is kind of a large company, right? But fractional sometimes is a better option than hiring a larger head count that's more expensive. But what I like what you said earlier is the fact that you come in and you diagnose and you have conversations with the client, so you're building what they need vice what they think they need, and then that education piece of that along the way matters. So yeah, you guys provide that value proposition as an organization that come in and provide them really return on investment. So Diana, how do folks find Snowball Growth?
Okay, they can reach out via email, diana@snowballgrowth, or going to the website. We also participate in different events, networking events here in Miami, in Doral area. We collaborate with companies like Prospera to emphasize on and support small businesses and global brands as well with this trend.
Excellent. Well, Diane, we're going to we'll take all that information, we'll put it in our show notes, and we'll make sure we publish that out to everybody. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us today on AI Champions about how and what you're doing in this space. And no doubt people are going to walk away going, wow, I probably need to take a look at this space if they haven't already, because it's going to have a substantial impact on business. So again, thank you, and we'll see you. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, Chris, for the invitation again.
Yes, ma'am. All right, folks, if you like what you heard, please share us. Connect with Diane and myself on LinkedIn. Take a look at Snowball Growth. Look at what they're doing. Especially in the South Florida area, you need their services or just got a question, they may be able to help you out with that. So we'll see you in our next segment. In Live with Gratitude.